A bill would ban so-called obscene, inappropriate, or offensive books and materials from classrooms. Where that legislation stands in Frankfort.
And getting another chance, how one Letcher County bakery is offering those opportunities to help the community.
Plus, the sunshine continues tomorrow, but things look to be a little cooler. The very latest coming up as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A bill that would ban certain books and subject matters out of Kentucky schools is moving through the legislature.
It is Senate Bill 5. It bans what supporters say is obscene, inappropriate, or offensive books and materials. It also sets up more parental involvement.
WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more.
Miranda Stovall brought a bag of books with her to a Senate Education Committee. She says all contain subject matter not appropriate for kids.
There are pictures, illustrations of sexual activities with adult sex toys.
Some lawmakers say these items do not belong in schools, and they say parents need more of a say-so to keep them out.
This bill's purpose is to guarantee the parents' involvement to end their child's access to this material that they may believe is harmful to their family values and interest.
Opponents say that it's subjective, and what may be offensive or obscene to some may not be to others.
I call this the book banning bill because that's exactly what it is.
Senator Danny Carroll asked the American Civil Liberties Union representative if books dealing with pedophilia would be acceptable.
Specific
Yes
text.
or no?
Should a book that promotes pedophilia, can you
be allowed in our schools? Yes or no?
Well, I guess you and I might.
Yes or no, please.
I don't know because.
The bill passed in committee 11-1. Senator Reggie Thomas was the lone no vote.
I cannot, again, support any bill that frustrates and limits the education of our children. And for that reason, I vote no.
The bill also directs boards of education to address parent concerns over material and require principals to respond within 7 days to complaints. Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
The full Senate approved Senate Bill 5, and it now goes to the House.
Kentucky lawmakers passed Senate Bill 99 in a landslide vote of 32-2 on Tuesday. Senator Whitney Westerfield said he filed the bill after someone from Hopkinsville claimed they mistakenly received a $1,000 relief check. If passed, lawmakers would receive an annual report from a government agency head or appointed official to identify all relief funds from any outside source to provide assistance for emergencies. Westerfield said the bill would apply to the Team Eastern Kentucky Flood Relief Fund. The bill now heads to the House. A bill to gradually increase Kentucky's minimum wage has been introduced in Frankfort. Senate Bill 32 would raise Kentucky's minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2028. The increase would be done incrementally during the next 5 years. Cities would also be allowed to enact their own minimum wage laws. The bill was introduced by Democratic Senator Reggie Thomas of Louisville.
The Laurel County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding a suspect of an armed robbery case. Police are describing the lone gunman as a black man who entered Benjes Market on Kentucky 229, armed with a pistol on Saturday. Police say the suspect headed southbound on Kentucky 229 after the robbery with an undisclosed amount of money. If you have any information, you were asked to call the Laurel County Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600 or message their Facebook page. A former Whitley County Housing Authority director was sentenced to 15 years in prison. 56-year-old James R. Lovett was found guilty on 10 charges of forgery, 10 counts of theft, and 1 count of abuse of public trust. Lovett reportedly used thousands of dollars in checks from the Housing Authority for his own use. He spent 14 years working for the Housing Authority before being the director for 6 years.
Clouds continue to spill into the region this evening as we watch more cloud cover begin to work back in ahead of that cool down that's on the way tonight. There's the view from Lake Cumberland on the Pulaski County side, and the clouds continue to work in. Same thing from London Corbin Airport. You see some of the low clouds working in. Now 73 there. They've dropped 4 degrees in just a little while from that record-tying 77 they saw today. Temperatures still warm in some places. 78 Manchester, 77 in Williamsburg, 79 in Jacksboro. But temperatures continue to drop, and we're watching a few showers on top of Irvin right now near Stanton and up toward Frenchburg as well. These will be slowly moving east along, and now really kind of a county or two either side of the Mountain Parkway there over the next little bit. We've got a little bit more out to the west, but just a stray shower chance tonight with those lows back down into the low 40s. And we're back near average as we head into tomorrow. The details on that in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Evan. Sometimes people just need another chance.
WYMT's Chandler Wilcox tells us how perseverance is in the DNA of one Letcher County restaurant.
The Black Sheep Bakery got its start from a group of people bonding over being different.
I've always been the black sheep in my family. And so then it went around the room, well, I have two, well, I have two. Because we were working with folks who were trying to do community service to pay off their fines.
Fast forward nearly 5 years later, baked goods are made by workers trying to restart their lives without drugs.
But we do apple, we do strawberry, we do mixed berry.
And they are given that chance by people willing to reach out.
Some of the most creative people that I have ever met have been sitting behind bars with addiction. You know, creative, potential to be anything they want to be.
While not every person has a success story, that lesson inspired them to give the community a lending hand after the July flood.
So we have four-wheelers coming in with, and we put those milk crates on them, and they took out food trays to the sick and shut-in and the young mothers with little kids and people who couldn't get here. And we sent them out to the elders.
The food was free, but that was not everything they provided.
We had a big turkey fryer, and we heated water on that and poured it over into a bucket that had a shower head attachment on it, sitting on top of a frame with black plastic around it out here, and the community could come here and take a hot shower.
Trading their troubled past for a loving future. In Letcher County, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
The Black Sheep Bakery is open Thursday through Saturday, and all of their ingredients come from local stores. At a recent Floyd County Fiscal Court meeting, concerns were addressed about the county's stray animal issues. In many communities, the sheer number of stray animals has gotten out of control. In 2022 alone, the Floyd County Animal Shelter took in nearly 900 strays and surrendered animals. Officials add that an animal control committee is now being put together to figure out how to help these issues, as well as an ordinance to place accountability on pet owners.
I think if we can somehow address this, and a lot of times when there's fines, when people have to have accountability for their actions, sometimes it will change behavior.
Floyd County Special Projects Coordinator Missy Allen was tasked with leading the Animal Control Committee as well as writing the proposed ordinance, and says the ordinance could include leash laws, mandatory rabies shots and other immunizations, collar identifications, and more. We'll have more about this stray animal situation tonight at 11.
The City of Hazard is on its 5th year of the Civic Fellowship, a paid summer internship program that high school or college students can apply to be a part of. I met with the program coordinators today to learn more about the opportunities it offers. The City of Hazard Civic Fellowship, a program that City Commissioner Luke Glazer says is the most comprehensive city internship in the state of Kentucky.
What we do is not done in Louisville, it's not done in Lexington. As far as I know, it's not really done anywhere else.
He says this summer will be the program's 5th year, and believes it is a way to invest in kids early before they leave the area and possibly decide not to move back in the future.
My goal in creating the Civic Fellowship was to convince some of our best and brightest students while they're in high school and college that this is a place worth coming back to, worth fighting for, and worth creating change in.
The students get to be hands-on in the city of Hazard, working on their own civic project.
In addition to a project, they're going to go to pretty much every meeting that occurs in the city. And the last thing they're going to do is a common reading experience where we're going to read an academic book, generally about Appalachia or about rural areas, and we're going to kind of discuss it and get them thinking about their role in the context of the many, many problems that we deal with on a daily basis.
The cool thing about this year is that the Civic Fellowship isn't the only thing the City of Hazard is offering. This is also the pilot year of the Entrepreneurship Fellowship.
The second fellowship that we've created, and this is the first year for, is really aimed at students or student age people that are interested in being entrepreneurs and interested in creating small businesses.
Teaching future entrepreneurs their value right here in Eastern Kentucky.
Ultimately, we want Hazard to be a place that people want to live, want to work, want to have their businesses and their families, and you need a really strong government and nonprofit side of that, but you also have to have places for people to shop. You also have to have places for people to buy coffee.
Both City of Hazard fellowships are paid and open to any high school or college age student near or far. Applications are open and you can find more information on our website.
Well, coming up, colder weather returns by tonight and wet weather could be back by the weekend. The latest on that coming up after this. Plus,
one group of parents is hoping to level the playing field so their children can have a place to play.
WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen.